Hello everyone, Dan KB Jeet Kune Physiology. More on today's day 7, the final day of athletes cold injury prevention. So I want to talk with you just a little bit here. You see outside it's still dark out. That's because, okay, so I honestly, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I had to get up early this morning. I actually moved my new apartment today and get some things done before I go spend some additional time with my boys before I start staying in my new apartment tonight. But what I'm basically getting at is, okay, right now obviously the sun is not out, okay? Thing is, I forgot to set my alarm last night, but guess what happened? I woke up out of a dead sleep thinking, hey, it's later than I want it to be. It was 4:14 in the morning. Now, guess what I did? I got my ass right up, even though I probably didn't get to bed till probably midnight, maybe 1 o'clock. It doesn't matter because I pushed myself. That's what it's all about. I talk about pushing yourself all the time. Look behind me. Like I said, the sun isn't even out yet. I already got my morning routine in, just as a little bit of training. Sundays I don't do a whole lot of training. I just do a thorough morning routine, stretching. Okay, so the point I'm getting all this, I always talk about push myself. I always talk about push yourself. I always talk about mind control. And this is the thing, we got to get out of our comfort zone. Just like me staying in my apartment, I have got to make the unfamiliar familiar. I have got to make the discomfort my norm. I have got to get out of my comfort zone to get to my next step towards greatness. The place I want to stay, I didn't want to do it first, okay? Just mainly because of the drive and other things with that. I wanted something a little more nice, but guess what? Number one, I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful I have a roof over my head. And number two, I am grateful for an opportunity, because sometimes you got to take what you think is not a great opportunity that eventually will turn into an amazing opportunity. And that's what it's all about. That's what we got to do, and that's what we got to stay motivated with. Okay, so now let's get into the good stuff. I know I'm not talking real loud. Don't want to wake up people, but the thing is, we got to let's get into good stuff. Sorry. Okay, so with the challenge today, what I want everyone to do, 3 things. Number one, I want you to do something that includes some type of cold adaptation, especially as an athlete. Like I said, is extremely important, because when we get our bodies to function more efficiently in a negative state, sorry, not a negative state. Let me rephrase that. When we get our bodies, it basically train our bodies to have the ability to function in a not so positive environment, meaning being cold, our blood vessels being constricted. When we can get our bodies to work more efficiently in that environment, and the only way to do that is continuously get us in that environment. But once we get ourselves to where we can thrive in that type of environment, just imagine at homeostasis, or just imagine at the point where our bodies want to be, how much more efficiently and how much better our bodies will perform, our mind, our energy levels, things like that. And that's the mindset that you must have. That's a mindset, especially as an athlete, that you must have in every way, not just talking about cold adaptation, but in every single way. You get your body used to the norm, discomfort being the norm, then guess what happens when you're not in the norm? You feel so much better, and you feel so much more greater accomplishment from it. So number one, I want your first thing to be some type of cold adaptation. Number two, which, I mean, this goes, mind control goes with cold adaptation, but mind control, I want you to do something that makes you feel like shit. I want to do something that scares the shit out of you. Whether it's the greatest fear, or whether it's in your top 5 greatest fears, I want you to do something today that scares the shit out of you. And number 3, I want you to motivate somebody. I want you to motivate whoever it is in your life, the person who you think needs the most motivation, whether they want it or not. Don't force it on them, but just kind of give them 2 little tidbits of information in their head. So, recap. Number 1, cold adaptation. Number 2, mind control. Do something that sucks. Do something that makes you feel like shit. Do something that scares the shit out of you. And then number 3, I want you to motivate somebody who really needs some motivation. But once again, don't force on them. Just encourage them and motivate them, and maybe put just some little things in their ear off and on. So we got to do these things. Let's start making a better life for ourselves. Let's start as athletes, creating a better mindset, and think like a champion. Let's get to stay motivated, believe in yourself, believe you can do it, and believe that you deserve it. Let's get out there. Let's go. Smash, punch, kick that like button. No, just don't break it. Let's get out there and do something. And remember, push yourself. Let's go.